Welcome back. So we braved it all the way through the snow this morning. We did have a snow day yesterday, but that didn't stop us building boats.
No. But what else happened last night that was quite interesting?
Something really exciting happened last night. We hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, which still blows our minds.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone so much for subscribing and supporting the channel.
Yeah.
We never thought 4 years ago when we started the channel that we'd ever reach.
No, I think we've actually become official YouTubers.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. We never aspired to be YouTubers. You ask any kid in the street these days, they're like, what do you want to be when you're older? I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, it's something we never say. As you know, we're accidental YouTubers. So
I want to be a racing driver.
Maybe one day when you grow up. So it is freezing. As I said, we've tackled the snow.
Yeah.
We haven't got any radiators down this side of the boat because they've all been stripped out.
Well, Robbo deleted them, didn't he? So yeah, we need to start putting some RAS back in because forward, it's brilliant, not working down there.
Yeah, but it's cold down here. So let's crack on, get some more woodwork done and get it a bit better down this end. So a lot of people have been asking what we're going to do to celebrate reaching 100,000 subscribers. And I think I've worked out the perfect thing. I'm going to buy myself a new pair of work boots. Because the pair that I've had for the past 4 years are now falling apart, as a few of you have noticed. Can't explain to you today like how cold it is and I actually physically can't feel my fingers.
Right, so my job is to sort all these frames out ready for some new frames to come in. So go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one there is a definite sold up job that goes down low, so we'll start with the high ones, but we've still got something to work on.
And
where are you going?
So because it is freezing today, I've got the epoxy and the warmer ready.
yeah, which will probably go off pretty quick.
So that's warm enough, and I'm just going to go and head off to the engine room to sand the rest of the beam shelf that we haven't done already back there.
Okay, sounds good.
See you in a bit.
Yeah, see you. I've got my blade on backwards. Better.
So this beam shelf is sanded, primed and ready for paint. And done. It's all painted now, all the beam shelves to the back of the engine room. Obviously I'm not going to paint the bit you're working in because it'll just get dusty.
Yes, it looks nice now, doesn't it?
So all I've got to do now in here is the packers from there to there and fix that hole.
Right, so I've got I've got the scarves ready on 4 of them. So I think we'll start by take some measurements, then we'll cut some of the frame material we've got. Right, so we know the original frames went to the top of the beam shelf. We're putting new in now. I mean, I don't see the point of going all the way high because this is 30mm thick, this ply. So I don't think we need to gain any more strength, but it'd be nice to gain some more strength of attaching the ply to the frames. So I think the frames we put in will leave them a bit longer. So I think like 100mm up. Bear in mind, you're never going to see any of this ever, but 100mm is good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because then when we come to take this off, then we've got something for this to lean against and screw into and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just love how organised it is on the boat now.
I was going to do a fake, like taking it off my lovely shot.
Oh.
Like Gemma's
It's a bit quick on the video.
100,000 subscribers and all that. You know what we're doing.
Cool. So, out of all of these, we are going to make the frames.
Yeah, I've actually got 4 packs of these up there. You wouldn't believe, would you?
Wow.
So yeah, we need 3 per frame.
Cool. So we shouldn't run out of wood today.
Hopefully not.
There is a chance we may run out of epoxy.
Really? There's always something we're like running out of.
Because we use it that fast.
It's usually time.
Yeah, oh yeah, always run out of time.
Yeah. Alright, let's cut this up. I'm going to cut them slightly up. Might have a bit more sticking up at the top. And now, rather than leaving these on the floor or something to trip over, we can put them up there now.
Yeah, you're not tidying up after yourself.
Yeah, but it's because we've got somewhere to put it, it's great.
Okay, so we've got 5 frames, we need to cut the scarves on. It doesn't feel that heavy though,
Sorry. Right, so we've got all of our pieces all ready to go. Gemma's now getting the epoxy equipment ready. Don't know if she noticed there, just grabbed them off, grabbed the gloves off her little shelf.
I just love how organised we are.
Yeah.
It's awesome and it just makes life so much easier and
Yeah.
so yeah, very, very.
Well, I'm still a bit bewildered, like, where's this? Where's that? But
yeah,
I think I'll always be like that. It's fine.
awesome job that Robbo and Jordan come and help us with organising the boat last week, so that's awesome.
Yep. It's good. Glue these up. I've opened up the deck so we can shove these down.
So my epoxy should be at a nice temperature. But yeah, there's not much left.
And so your epoxy table's a tiny bit too low. What do you think?
I know, my back's aching already.
Because we're not painting, because it would be nice to paint it, but because it's so cold the paint wouldn't have gone off, so just epoxying behind where the frames go.
Okay, so number 1's here.
Okay, very good. That's the usage. So those screws, as we know, only temporary. As you saw us on the hull forward, pull all these out and put nails in it, but gives it nice clamping for us, doesn't it? Right, let's move on to the rest.
Right, frame number 3. Little baby one. So I'm gonna have to go outside for this one.
It feels like we're outside, I don't
I
know.
know. Okay,
Really?
2 more to go.
Right, so you can see how they're all sort of slightly out of line here. It was always difficult to get a normal clamp in. It's not too bad because we've got this frame missing here, but you can sort of get it in, but then you're on your fingertips. But I invented, all by myself, one of these.
You invented that?
Yeah. They're like welding clamps, I think. But then, watch this now. So, clamp saws them all out. These old tools like this, which just make our life so much easier.
Where did you get that from?
We went to a boat.
No, we never.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We went to a woodworking show. Long story, but yeah, we went to a woodworking show. It's quite good. Met some interesting people. Got a speeding ticket on the way home.
Oh,
You
yeah.
still haven't wrote to me yet.
It's only been like 2 days, that's why. So yeah, that woodworking show cost us a bit. And all we bought was
No, we didn't.
we bought a clamp,
I invented it.
a long stand.
Yeah, we actually got a phone.
Sent me for a long stand and I got one. Wait, do you want to see me long stand? So obviously when we're propping bits up on the boat, we just use bits of wood and stuff. And I was like, we need to get a proper stand thing. So there we go. Ooh, look at that, it's all fancy. And it jacks up to about 2.5 metres. So I now own a long stand. Another cold morning on the boat, but I've done it, I've got my treat. So out with the old boots and in with the new. Oh, steel toes. No laces. Sick of always doing my laces up every time I get to the boat. The only thing about having new shoes is like breaking them in, isn't it? Them ones, obviously, they got loads of holes in, but they're really comfy because they've had like 4 years worth of like bedding in.
We have a radiator. Got to carry it across the mud. It's only 28 kilos, but it's a bit awkward, a bit muddy. Anyway, a bit whiny.
You won't be whining once it's fitted, do you?
Ah, check that out. How much is that, Joe?
That was the cheapest, biggest one I could find, and that's 700 by 800, and I think it was about 85 quid from Screwfix.
Price of staying warm, eh?
Yeah.
Obviously, these are only temporary. All the radiators, one there, down there, new one forward. These are all temporary, but just sort of help us with working. Ugh, it's dirty down there. Oh, you cleaned it.
Yeah, but you made it messy again.
Right, so radiator's going to go on this wall. This piece of sole here is awkward to get in and out, so we're going to see how far we have to lift this piece of sole to get it out, and then we know when our new radiator goes in, it won't interfere. So try and get it out. Okay, so about there-ish really. But I think we'll give this a bit of a skim. Make our life easier. Because we're going to put some foil on the wall. Right, we had a lot of problems. Basically, the light above me wasn't working. It was kind of annoying me because I knew it was working. So I got my multimeter out. I tested that there was no power going to it there. And we're like, it was working. What could be the problem? What was the problem, Jim? We forgot to try the switch.
When you take out like bulkheads and like completely change the room, you forget that you used to walk in and switch the light on there.
You lose orientation because this light here has got its own switch on the wall. That light there, whatever it is, has got its own switch on the wall. And we forgot that there was another switch, but never mind. Right, fixed. So Gemma's been cleaning out the builds a little bit.
I haven't got the hoover out yet.
No, is that as far as you're going to go?
I may as well, because by the time you take that web frame out, you're going to put loads more
Yes.
in there. So.
Right, so I've skimmed the floor down, so let's put the sole back in, use the right words. And then, have a look at the rod.
Get some warmth. Because as you can tell, it's a bit cold.
Yeah. Oh, it's all back in. Yes. Made it to measure. Right, make a note of that height now.
We've already made a note. It's got a line there.
Foil, we're going to put foil over it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well ventilated area. Tacked off.
What's fancy getting high at like 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Not.
We'll just keel over and like this, we'll just carry on rolling.
It's not that bad, but you should really have like a mask on or a bit of
We
ventilation.
need more ventilation. There's so many holes in the boat.
I'll hide it again. I'll load it again.
Yeah, I love it.
Actually makes it a bit brighter as well down here, doesn't it? Because the light sort of bounces off
One of
it.
them posh movie light things, isn't it?
Does it look any brighter to you guys now since we put it in?
Right, so it comes with these non-stainless steel brackets. So put some marks on the wall, so hopefully put some marks where the bottom of this goes and the centre line here. Don't know, it might work. Alright, so we've got both brackets on. Yay. Good job. It's a good job of putting this radiator in, you know why? Because Gemma's just come to me and went, gotta get some snow.
Well, apparently, my phone's saying we're getting snow for the next hour. So,
Okay, so we've just left the snow at home.
well, it always snows worse by us in North Wales than it does here at the boat.
Yeah.
So we need to be careful that when we're working here on the boat, we're not getting real bad snowy conditions at home where we'll struggle to get home. So
Yeah.
we need to keep an eye on the weather in both locations.
Well, we could stay here, but obviously the kids are at home, aren't they?
Can't
So
really leave the kids. And then obviously we've got the issue if it starts snowing, the kids are probably going to need picking up your luck today. There's a chance of snow near you around 12 o'clock.
let's play it by ear.
Polishing your pipe, do you?
Yeah. I ain't no plumber, so don't be copying me. Should there be people in the comments? Don't know. Don't know what they'll say. Say something. Might say, well done, Simon. Might say,
Just
"You put it
because
backwards.
you might do, but just because you're not a plumber doesn't mean you can't put a radiator in.
I think it's like anything in it. It's like electrics. Anyone can connects up some wires, can't they? And when it'll work, but there's a right way and a wrong way in. So obviously, always do your own research, and it's at your own risk if you don't know.
This is not a how-to channel.
No.
It's how we messed it up.
Yeah, but I know and how we overcome it.
Right, hurry up and get me warm.
So the intention is this was the feed to the back end of the boat. Basically, fed all the radiators from these. So got them little pieces of copper, that little drop. I'm going to put a 90 push fit now on the bottom of there. They're going to connect onto that one, and then same with that one. So easy peasy. Alright, now the fittings are on. All you need to do really is depressurise the system. Could just cut the pipe. Quite entertaining for YouTube. We're going to do this so we don't get wet. All the boat wet.
Or lose all the water as well, because the water that we need to also drain out the system now, we need to put it back because we haven't got enough.
Ah, but we're putting volume back in it, aren't we?
Oh,
We've got, not as in we've got a new radiator, so.
Ooh, we can have enough. But we also got 5 litres of
No, got 20 litres. The only reason I know it's 20 litres is I carried it over it. I know the snow didn't appear.
It's just missed us and it's going more.
It's gone over there.
Over there. You can't even see the hills, can you, on that GoPro?
No. And you know what we did on the way out as well? We started the generator remotely.
In the car?
In the car.
So,
First time I've ever done that.
yeah, that's quite good. So yeah, with the EcoFlow stuff, you've got the app and you can literally start your generator from the app in your car. So
Yeah.
what I did say we should do is we should plug in like a fan heater into the EcoFlow unit, because in the car we can start the generator.
Yeah.
Even without starting the generator, we can literally turn the AC off and on the EcoFlow and have a like preheat of the boat.
It's clever stuff. And EcoFlow haven't asked us to say that or anything. It's actually it's genuinely good.
Today's episode is not sponsored by EcoFlow.
No. Right, come on, let's go and dump this water.
Got some buckets.
Has the journey gone off?
Yes.
So you can turn it on and off, it's amazing. Right, come on. Right, so we're going to dump this water.
Can you be careful though, because we have had the heating on, so it is hot.
It's at 82 degrees at the moment.
Oh, I can have a bath.
I can cook you with that. There you go.
Oh, hello. Look at the steam. Oh, it's a bubble bath.
Look at the temperature going down. That's mad.
Could be a while.
Bit of spit on it. Oh yeah. I think you'll lock them. I don't know. Yeah. Move this one over here. Get more spit. Alright, something about there for that one. Ready? Got the rustiest ain't so bad. Well, you put like a little insert in it, that keeps it round. No, just spit on this one. That's on. That's that side. The reason this side didn't leak because it's got a tap on it and a valve like that. Did you see that?
The reason this I didn't leak is your tap closed.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go, you can do plumber while all your pipes are still full.
So we've got a 24 volt shore flow pump, basically domestic, sort of the domestic water. It's been about for a bit. And all we do is find a nice 24 volt supply, which
Here's one we made earlier.
yeah. Make sure the valve's open, which is not. No, it's open now.
Okay, now it's going.
There we go. Yeah, that's going. So if I turn off the valve now, then this gets lots of pressure. Switch itself off, fantastic. I'll go and find the antifreeze. So obviously it'd be nice to mix a 50-50 mix, but no clue how much is in the system.
Guessy mix.
Guessy mix, yeah. Temperature shouldn't really. Yeah, well, we're sort of coming up on 1.5 bar now, so. We've also got an accumulator as well up top, so that'll be absorbing pressure, maybe. we'll let it run to 2 bar, and then we're going to open the bleed valves. Right, so the pump's now hit its capacity at 2 bar, which is good. Well, it's just below 2 bar. So we can leave that in there now. We can go and keep opening the valves, and then it'll just top itself back up. Just said to Gemma, we need to check for leaks as well, but it's kind of hard around here because we did some live water plumbing, didn't we? Right, so. Good sound on the radiator, bad sound on the tyre. Might have the pump kick in a minute. Sounds like I feel heat. Yeah, the pump, yeah. Right, so go and bleed all the other radiators, turn on the system, and we'll get naked then.
No. That's for the OnlyFans channel, anyways.
Yeah, you have to come and subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's completely free.
Alright, stop making a mess.
Oh, I think there's a lot of air in that one, isn't there?
Well, this is the one at the highest point, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Well, we haven't bled them this year, so. Come on. Okay, so we'll now, I'll go do the forward runs, we'll run the system for a bit, and then we need to set the little valves on the side of the radiator to make sure we're getting flow to all radiators basically.
Come and show everyone what you made and designed.
Yeah!
I can't say you made it. You never made it, you just designed it.
Yeah, so I've got a 3D printer, which is amazing, but what is the difficult, well, it's not difficult, but it's to learn how to design things, because you need to learn CAD. I've never used CAD in my life, so I've been doing some little watching YouTube tutorial. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Tutorials.
Yeah, and I've made this. Gemma thought it's far too big, and it probably is, but never mind.
Well, what is it?
Well, it's for organising cable ties.
So we printed this on the Quiddy Plus 4.
I thought it was Cheedy.
Cheesy. Quiddy. Oh, QIDI.
Yeah, I like Quiddy.
It's the first 3D printer that we've ever had, and we're not the best people technologically.
We're even at spraying words.
But it's literally, it was basically a plug and play machine. Plugs it in, done all the calibrations which you run through, which the program does it. It was so easy, and I've literally gone mad printing loads of random 3D things lately. So I made Robbo this for his birthday, and I'll keep making the kids loads of little toys and things like that. And hopefully it'd be nice to be able to print out some like models of Surinder. That are the most organised cable ties I've ever seen.
Yeah, and Gemma actually laughed on how big it was. She went, "It's too big."
And to be honest with you, we've still got a box.
I mean, I couldn't really made one for that size, could I?
No.
So these ones are going to stay in the box.
Well, at least we've got ones to refill them.
Yeah.
But I think that will last us for the whole project.
Yeah. It's not like we use many cable ties at the moment on a wooden boat.
Where are you going to put it?
I think we should leave it on display for a bit.
On display?
Yeah, in case any neighbours come round.
Okay. There you go. Even put the name in it, look. Has the radiator made a difference?
You're not blowing smoke out your mouth anymore, so...
It's still absolutely freezing down here, unless you're sitting on the radiator.
And the radiator is like proper hot, right? I've just got my thermal out, let's see how hot it is.
How hot am I?
We're about Mark
Not
to 10,
very.
but I'd give you one. But I'll tell Yeah, 73 degrees is the bottom. Yeah, the bottom's at 61.
Oh.
So the top's very hot. So yeah, 75ish at the top. So is that right? I mean, I need to do some adjustments on the actual, on all the valves, because we've introduced now another radiator in the system. So you need to let them settle down. But yeah, it's really good. Is there any sort of fans you can get, from the top?
You're like a log burner fan.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Just like sort of.
The thing is, it's never going to fully warm up because, like, we got holes all the way down
I think we
here.
need to plug them, don't we?
Yeah, but we're opening and closing now, aren't we, all the time?
So radiator, tick, that's done. Right, so I think what's next in this puzzle, we need these uprights in here, don't we? And then we need to start looking at the web frames. I mean, I think I'm going to go for 2 web frames, even though this hasn't got the beam shelf in it, but we can slip it in the back, can't we, there? So it'd be almost good to get the 2 uprights in, and then maybe start laminating some web frames. Problem with these, what we normally do, we normally oversail the webs and then come down, but our webs sit on the inside. So I think this is going to be a slightly different task. Anyway, let's get this in, then I think we're going to have to find the scarf and then we're going to have to put them all in pieces. We'll have to fine tune each one to make it land. Is she beauty?
It's beautiful. If you notice the camera moves then, it's because I hiccuped. Turn the child lock off.
Surprised you managed to figure out how to undo that. Wiggly worm.
It's meant to be a straight line.
Right, you got some clean-up to do, haven't you?
Right, I'll get this in now. This is going to be a mess.
Do you want me to do that? I've already done it once, so.
So you know how to mess it up. Doesn't fit! Yeah, it does, look.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, you've got it. You've got it, yeah. Excellent. Look at that.
God, you'd think I was like getting good at this boat building malarkey.
Yeah. She's on a second ever pair of boots as well. Well, you've had more than that, haven't you?
Yeah, to be honest with you though, like them other boots that you've seen before, I've had them for like 5 years. And I've just, they are dying. These ones now, after like a few hours of work, look like I've had them for 5 years. So, do they actually make work boots for people that already look like you've worked in them, just so they look like they actually do hard work?
Rather than the person who turns up with a new set of boots, making them look like, yeah.
The way as me other ones were genuine.
Smashed up.
I'd smashed, I'd worked them to the ground, do you know what I mean? These, like, after a few hours, look like I've had them for years. They don't feel like I've had them for years. Right, I've just done the worst insulation job in the world.
Oh, worst. I've seen you do worse.
Hopefully that'll just keep some of the heat in, so...
Well, they do say on wooden boats you need to keep nice and ventilated, don't you? So
yeah, okay.
That's what we've got.
Just worried not let my heat just go from there to go zoop,
Yeah,
straight there, just miss me.
Diesel out the window. And obviously, at the moment, we're burning diesel that was already in the tanks. When we first got the boat, I predicted we had 1,000 litres on board. Don't know how much we've got left.
So yeah, the diesel that we're burning has been in the tanks for God knows how long, but it's working, so it's fine. And obviously, we need to get all that diesel out of the tanks anyway. So when we do come to inspect inside the tanks,
Let's look into some good use, can't we?
so yeah, And so we've had basically free heating for near enough 4 years, which is good.
We bought it with the boat, didn't we?
Yeah. So I'll be upset when that runs out.
Yeah, we've got to start bringing diesel over though.
Yeah. You always wonder, don't you, like why the copper nails on the boat are so expensive. And when they still look like that, after being in there for 80 years, you sort of understand why copper is such a superior fixing. Imagine taking like a screw out. Imagine what like even a stainless steel screw in 80 years would look like. That, I can't even get it out, hold on. Is still as good as the day it went in. Just fascinates me, that.
Copper.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Well, like, look, that's been in there for 80 years. What other fixings would you know after, actually 81 years,
I don't know.
would still look
Maybe titanium.
as good as the day they went in? Like,
Inconel. Yeah.
and even like, you know, bronze, that wouldn't last because that goes pink and de-zinkifies or whatever it's called. That's not the technical thing.
We don't know, we're just amazed with that.
But look at the copper. So yeah, I like that.
Oh, that's no good, is it? Jem, come on a minute. Right, I've been thinking about when you said earlier about what do you want because we've got to the 100,000 subscriber mark. And I think we should get a new boat. Right, so to get a new boat, we've come to Excel Marine.
Is it the awesome TS 7200?
Not this one.
Is it this? The Vantage 760?
No. It's better than this.
Okay. Is it the Seastorm 12?
No, not this one yet.
Okay. Is it this Vantage?
Even though I really like the lights on this one. No, it's not this one.
Is it the Seastorm 17?
Could be this one. No, it's not actually.
Oh, I like this one.
That's a good fishing boat, that one.
That would be
Yeah, a good fishing
a
boat,
good
isn't it?
fishing boat.
Yeah, it'd be a good fishing boat, this one.
So it's not this one then?
No.
He's keeping me guessing here, isn't he? Is it the Seastorm 14?
No. Shouldn't hit boats too hard, should I really? So you do that, don't you? You just go out hitting boats.
You being like a kayak, is that like the equivalent of like a tyre kicker?
That's just a veil, look.
Okay.
No, it's not this one. No, not that one. I like the floor though.
Okay, so it's not that
Very
one.
cool.
Is it the Vantage 6?
It's this one. Put your checkbook.
That's a nice boat.
It's all that.
So if it's not,
Got suspension seats, look. Chill out.
right, you're really keeping us
Feels
guessing.
like a proper motocross suspension.
What boat have you come to get?
Right, follow me. It's...
Is it the Vanguard 365?
No, it's this one. Check it out. It's got handles. How cool's that? Alright, so Josh from XL Marine has seen our struggles with our little wine glass sailboat we use to transport rubbish back and forward. And he said, I've got the perfect hull for you. And it's this. Proper lot of work though, isn't it? Needs a bit of tidying up. On a survey. There's a machine in there. Get it off the pallet. Off the headlight. Flat bottomed. All the rubbish we can get in this. And basically we can park it right next to Surinder and work off it, can't we? Big flotation in these.
So there is so many awesome boats in the Shards that I would love to own, but this one for us is going to be a game changer with removing all the rubbish, and actually we can use it as a work platform on the outside. So thank you so much to Josh from XL Marine for reaching out to us and sorting us out with a boat that we really needed.
Yeah, and it's a good use and abuse boat, isn't it? We don't need anything too posh, even though there is a lot of beautiful boats here.
Yes, so if you are looking for a rib inflatable, a tender, a sib, check out XL Marine.
Could even do parts as well, don't they?
They do, and engines as well. So if you're looking for any service or any work, highly recommend them. So
it's going nowhere, that.
that looks safe.
That's what everyone says about his ratchet straps, doesn't he? Right, thank you very much.
No worries, mate. Enjoy.
Awesome.
Before you go, I saw you looking at the Sea Storm. Do you want to have a proper look at them?
Yeah, go on.
Come on then.
So apparently these boats are indestructible.
20-year whole warranty. Fantastic with a Suzuki on the back of that as well. Do you want to try and break it for us?
It sounds a challenge to see if we can break it. When you say break it, I mean, how strong actually are they?
They're really strong, you know, really thick wall. Look, if anybody's going to break it, you guys are going to break it. So break it.
Right, Josh has set the challenge of trying to break this boat. It goes completely against the grain to try and break a boat, but I think we're hoping for the greater good here, trying to actually test, see if we can break it. I mean, I've seen people hitting these things with sledgehammers and everything, so yeah, let's give it a try. Right, so we've got the boat back. It's in safety. It was a bit scary, wasn't it, on the roof, like?
Yeah.
Gemma was like, what was that noise? What was that noise? What was that noise?
So, what engine are we going to put on this?
I don't really know. I've got a slight idea though.
Right, to find out what we're going to be up to with this boat and also the test boat that we've got to try and destroy, head over to our second channel, Ship Happens Adventures, and we'll document it all on there. So thank you all so much for watching. We hope you have a fantastic Christmas and we'll see you all next week.
Sorry guys.
Thank you so much to Josh at XL Marine for the very kind donation of the skip boat. They are also extending their kindness to you guys and offering you a 5% discount. I'll leave a link in the description with more details. See you all next week.